Okay. I love The Kite Runner because it's such a eye-opening and thought-provoking novel. That's also the reason it's the worst part of The Kite Runner was the fact that it was such a thought-provoking novel, and it actually makes you think about all the things that's happening in Afghanistan, and it's really quite sad what you read. And the main reason I think you should read the novel is because it opens your eyes to what's happening in the modern world, and it's just an amazing book in general.
I loved The Kite Runner because I thought it was a really interesting novel which had loads of themes that connected together. The worst part of the novel was the fact that people betrayed those that were closest to them. The main reason I think you should read the novel is because it's a really interesting novel and it allows you to learn a lot about others' cultures.
I loved The Kite Runner because of the unpredictable storyline and the subversion of expectations. The worst part of The Kite Runner for me was when Sohrab refused to speak after his accident. I think you should read The Kite Runner for the main reason of it being a novel based on the realities of Afghanistan and raises awareness about how most Afghan civilians live their lives.
I love The Kite Runner because it shows unconventional relationships and it shows the reality of happily ever afters. The worst part of The Kite Runner was Sohrab attempting to commit suicide, and the main reason I think you should read the novel is because it is more realistic, it has hidden morals to learn, and it is very eye-opening.
I love The Kite Runner because it displays a wide range of themes which portray life in Afghanistan in the past and more presently, which I was unaware of. The worst part of The Kite Runner was that it took a little while to pick up, and at first I couldn't see where the story was going, but eventually I could. The main reason I think you should read the novel is because it is written in a interesting and effective way.
I love The Kite Runner because it was well written and a deeply emotional novel. The worst part of The Kite Runner was when Amir didn't stand up for Amir or even tried to help him when he got assaulted by Asif. I can't speak. The main reason you should read this novel is because it will change your view on Afghanistan.
Personally, I love The Kite Runner. The writer used a lot of foreshadowing, which I thought was a great tool, because every time I reread the book, I found out something completely different about the characters, about the story, and gave me a better, more profound understanding of the book. The only thing I disliked about the book was the fact that they completely disregarded the bombings of the Twin Towers. I thought that would have been an interesting plot element in the book, but he completely disregarded it, and just a little side note, which was quite annoying for me. I think people should read The Kite Runner because it's truthful and it's honest, and in life we need a bit more truth and honest, and not everything to be sugar-coated, and make things to be all good and rosy, which are not always tend to be like that.
I loved Kite Runner because of its cultural adaptations. Hosseini effectively presented the differences between the West and the East cultures. The worst part of the novel was that due to multiple violent episodes, the novel as a whole is rather dark. The main reason I think you should read the novel is because of its multiple applications to modern societies. Because of all the themes that are there, we could learn a lot about the lives in different countries and about lives within our own cultures.
I loved The Kite Runner because it makes you thankful for all you have and grateful for the life you have been given. It teaches us to value our friends and family and what truly matters in life. The worst part of The Kite Runner was the suicide attempt by Sohrab. This gave me an insight into the mental damage done to him because of the abuse he experienced. No child should suffer in a manner that leads them to believe suicide is the only escape route. The main reason I believe you should read the novel is because it grants you insight into Afghanistan and Islam. It opens your eyes to poverty in Afghanistan, giving you a deep understanding of the culture and religion, banishing all the judgment and prejudice made by the media.
I love The Kite Runner because it was beautifully written and has a gripping story. The worst part of The Kite Runner was that it never achieves a proper happy ending. The main reason I think you should read the novel is that it will emotionally touch you.
Okay, I like The Kite Runner because it had a great sense of irony and foreshadowing throughout, which is quite a difficult skill to pull off, as the book actually says itself at one point. The worst part is probably that it's a rather gloomy read, but that's probably to be expected. And that's in fact the intention, so can't really complain about that, but not for everyone basically. And the main reason to read it is because it makes other books dull by comparison, to be honest. It's very technically good as well as emotionally charged, I suppose. Not like electric, but I'm done.